Hi everybody, welcome to Petra's Happy Place. I hope everybody is doing very well today. The lighting is going to be a little bit off and I apologize, but I really do want to record this. Um, so I want to give you a quick tour of my rearranged yet again craft space, and then I want to sit down with you and have a chat about what's been going on in my yarny crochet life. Okay, so let me get this thing turned around so I can start showing you my yarn stuff. Okay, hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm going to start up here. I just want to give you a quick view of my bougie yarn hanging. Okay, that's the stuff that I've got hanging up there. They're all different name brands, but they are, I had these hooks in my yarn room here, my Yarns Crafty space, and I've got all of them. I've tried to arrange them by color. Didn't always work, but I did get them put up, okay? Then I transferred all of my cotton yarn to this unit right here. I've got it all separated into the different colors here, and the kind of yarn. The top two are my favorite. That's the Be So Baby. It's not available anymore, unfortunately, but then I've got some baskets down here and some more of the bougie, I call it my bougie cotton yarns right over here. So that's the cotton yarn. I got some more over here. I made a balaclava, and that's the finished project. I made that with my Malabrigo yarn. And on Fancy over here, I've got my, it was a shrug that is a little bit too long, so I've just kind of turned it into a shawl or a wrap. The last two cases over here, I've got all of my makes that I wear during the winter. Okay, I found all of them finally. And then in those cubes down at the bottom here is all scrap wool yarn, all wool type yarns. Now when I travel over to the other side of the window, I have a hat I made, and all of this stuff over here is wool. Now I had it separated by color and then by weight, or by weight and then by color, but I just put all of it together just by color. So I've got, you can see the pinks are together and the purples and the blues. I've got pinks and reds, browns, purples, all together. That one right there has all of my knick-knack, paddywhack, kind of like my poor little kitties and puppies that are just stuffed in there because I don't know where to put them yet. I'm going to move over here. I've got some of my hooks up there in front of my sign, and then I have the rest of them here, and then all of my crochet accessory type things. Then I've got a basket of blankets that I keep in this room just in case I get cold. Here's my diamond painting station. I've got my diamond painting right here. And then here's the window, obviously. Then I've got, well, let me go over to here. I decided to put all my acrylic yarns on this shelf, and I'm just going to start here. All of it is acrylic yarn, and yeah, all acrylic yarn. And you can see here I have just like crafty type stuff that doesn't belong there. I'm going to be getting another shelving unit in here, and all that stuff is going to be removed so that I can put more acrylic yarn up here. I'm going to be getting some after a while. There's more acrylic up there. Then I've got all my books, And then up in here, I've just got stacked miscellaneous stuff and some pretty storage boxes that have other stuff in them. Here's my bag of, or my corner of whips. You can see I got a book. I'm going to be talking about some of that stuff, but all of it down over here, all of that is my whips. In here, I have projects and then miscellaneous things that I've made, and just some stuff that more craft stuff that I haven't gone through is right in here. So that's a summary of my craft space, and give me just a second and I'll be right back again. Okay, so that transition didn't go like I wanted it to go, but I'm back. Okay. So I wanted to go over some things that are going on in my life right now, and then also I want to go over my crochet plans for the year. All right. So the first thing I want to talk about is that I did something really out of the blue and very spur, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? I'd never even thought to do anything like this, but I decided, I saw on Facebook one of the ads popped up for one of these design your own perfume, and I decided to do it. I don't know what prompted me to do it. I just decided I would like to try that. Yeah, every time I find a scent that I really like, it's discontinued, or after a while it goes away on me. I don't like that very much at all. And I thought, well, maybe if I could find something that is me, that is embodied, and if I can't find it out there, if it's not available, maybe I can like design my own. So I took a test. Now, I am not sponsored by this company at all. I'm just taking you through my journey with them. Okay. So there's a quiz that you take, and they ask you all kinds of questions like, do you like fruity smells? Do you like earthy smells? Do you like the smell of the beach, or do you like the smell of the mountains? Do you like, for, just all kinds of questions, all kinds of questions. And I answered all the questions and I submitted it. And like that night, I came back and I went, I answered wrong on one of those questions. It asked me if I liked something, and I said I didn't, but wait a minute, I really, really do. And I really wanted those kinds. So I emailed them and explained that, and they said, well, it's already in the shipping process. And I went, wow, first of all, that was really quick turnaround. But she said, if none of these resonate with me, that I can, ask for something else. So I've tried 3 of them so far. I got it yesterday in the mail. And one of my other things that I really wanted to make sure with scent is Mr. Happy is sensitive to scent, to different kinds of scents. And I apologize. My glasses are causing a big glare, and I wish they wouldn't, but that's it. Glasses do that. Anyway, he's very sensitive. So I have to make sure that I try it and have him smell it for a little bit to see if it's something that bothers him. So last night I tried the first one, and it's number 551. And the name of this company is called Noteworthy Scents, just in case you want to try it. But this was the first one I tried, and I loved it. Still do. And it even shows like the top note, the base note, and the mid notes. And I'm not going to go into all the detail because it would take too long. Love it. Then this morning, when I first got up, I thought, okay, I smelled it to make sure there was nothing left on me from last night. And then I tried the next one, number 232. And I tried that one. Oh, I love that one too. It's so amazing. I love it. And now it's like, okay, which one do I like more? I don't know. I love them both. So Mr. Happy was okay with both of the scents, said he liked them. They were really nice. They were like not like real girly frilly, but they almost like ground you a little bit. I don't know how to explain it. But so then I took a shower and I got all the stuff off of me, and then I tried the next one. And this is number 307. I put it on and I love this one. I love that one too. Now the last one that I have to try on, I'll probably try tomorrow or maybe tonight if this is worn off. But it is the one that I am least excited about. And I'm pretty sure I'm not going to like this. Maybe I'm hoping I don't like this, but it is number 144. And the reason why is because it's got a lot of citrus in it. It has citrus, lemon blossom, and vanilla. And I just think that that's going to be too sweet. But, you know, who knows? I didn't think I was going to like the one I put on, but I really, really do. So the jury's still out. They sent me a coupon for $25 off of a bottle of it, you know. So I might have to just get a couple bottles if I can't make up my mind. Okay, so I have been working on some projects that I want to show you. They are, well, the one of them was a whip, and I have been diligently working on it. And it's my Tunisian wrap, and each section is a different kind of a stitch. Now I do repeat some of the stitch patterns, but in a different color. So yeah, and so I just finished the blue last night, and I started the yellow or this gold color this morning, and I only have this much left. So I'm going to be working. This is one project that I wanted to finish before the end of the month. It was on my list of projects to finish in the month of January. And then I did start another one, but I started a blanket kit that Mr. Happy got me from Mary Maxim for Christmas. And I started on that, but it's not, I'll tell you about that in a minute. Okay, so I know, as so many of you have probably done, you have scoured YouTube, and there are so many videos on organizing, planning, goal setting, and all that kind of stuff. Well, I remembered, probably because I watched her channel again, and I watched one of her anyway, I used to watch her all the time, and I got all of her books, but I hadn't been using any of them in the last couple of years. I pulled out my crochet project planner book. There's me. I kind of look like that. And here she is crocheting. Look at her with her red painted toenails. Look at that. But anyway, what I did was how she has it set up is at the beginning, she has a page for your yearly goals. Then she breaks it down into, okay, you're going to have those yearly goals. Now there's one page for each month, and you plan out the projects for each month. And I like this idea. I really need to start working on this. I completely missed January, that's okay. I'm just going to start in February because I know now some of the things that I really want to do. So, but what was important, okay, well, let me finish telling you about the book. Then after the monthly goals, she has it broken up into weekly goals. So you're taking these big chunks of huge projects and you're breaking them down. I don't know if I'm going to do the weekly goals. I know I will be doing the uh, the monthly goals. Now, then once you got done with the monthly goals, this book has project ideas, and it's a place where you can like basically scrapbook and just kind of like um uh write your own patterns or draw pictures or whatever, and there's a good section of that. Some of it is a grid. Look, it's all these pages here. Yeah. Doesn't have page numbers. I guess that's a good thing. Okay, then it has a section for your projects in progress. And I had done some of it when I first got the book. And then it has the number of balls, and you can kind of track how many balls or skeins or hanks of yarn you use, when you started, the name of the pattern. And so you could do all that. And I guess if I had thought about it, I would have done something different here, what I'm going to show you. But then there's like, you break it down, like if there's a project that you want to do, you can put the project name, and then you could break it down on what you need, how it's going, other supplies you need, things like that. And then there's a section of yarn inventory. If you have, I don't think I would even begin to start with the yarn inventory because I just have so much. No, that would take too much. And it says the date, it has a date, and then it's broken down by weight. So I'm not sure how I would do that. But anyway, in the very back, it's got just a plain thing. Here's crochet books, so you can write all of your crochet books. That would come in handy if you do a lot of shopping, like in thrift stores and things like that, so you don't like accidentally get the same book twice like I did several times. There's a section about crochet wish list. I guess that's like you could write your yarns or your hooks that you would like to use. But anyway, in the very back, there's just some blank pages for notes. And I took, let's see here, where did I put? On the very last pages. Oh, there's also abbreviations, stitch abbreviations and passwords if you might need to remember them. But I took the last couple pages, and when I was redoing my yarn area, I come across a lot of whips. Okay, a lot of whips. And what I did is I wrote them all down here. I wrote all of the different whips I had. I wrote down, and I have 2 bins here, and then I have open. And I even have it put in here, bin 1, bin 2, and then open that they're out and working on. So now I can see exactly. I don't have to be digging through my bins to find out what I still need to do, because one of the things that I want desperately to do in the year 2024 is I want to finish everything that I started, and the things that I didn't want to finish as I was going through it, I already took out in order to frog, and I'm just putting it back on the shelf. And there were several of them. In fact, I've got this basket right here has all kinds of yarn in it here next to me that is going to be going back onto the shelves because I don't like the project. I'm out of love with the project. I still want the yarn. I love the yarn. I just don't want to do whatever it was I had in mind to do to begin with. So I counted up, let's see here, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 23 whips. 23 whips. And I will say that the one of them is this Tunisian one. So, and Tunisian, for those of you that are not familiar with it, it's a little bit different, and it goes, for me anyway, a little bit slower than regular crochet. But that particular one I'm using fingering weight yarn for, and therefore it's taking a really long time. I love working with fingering weight. I don't have a problem with it. Um, so I'm almost done with that, and I hopefully will be able to check that off in January. But what my goal is to take one of these projects, whatever I feel like I need to do for the next month. Like if there's something that I want to have for the following month that I know I want to have finished so I can start using it or gifting it, I want to make sure that I have it planned out in the beginning. In the month, I want to plan that project out. So let me show you, going back to this yearly goal. The first section is projects to complete. These are stitches to learn. And there's a other section, and these are patterns to write. And I'm not writing patterns, so I'm going to put down here yarns to try. And I just wrote one this morning because I was watching one of the a YouTube video, and she was talking about one of the yarns, and I just thought that sounds like something I really would like to try. So I don't know if you want to call it my make whatever for the year. I don't know, but all of these items on my list, I am going to work first from my stash. And if I can't work it from my stash, I'm going to postpone making those projects. I think I have enough I think I have enough yarn. Well, yeah, I have enough yarn. But if it's a larger project, I'm pretty sure I have the yarn for it. It's just a matter of finding the perfect thing for it. But I do have here on my stitches to learn, there are some of them are like techniques, and some of them are stitches. Like for instance, I want to learn 2 to 3 more new Tunisian stitches. I want to make a raglan style. So I want to try a raglan style top. I want to learn the Bavarian stitch. There are 2. I have a book called Japanese Wonder, and it is this book right here, Japanese Wonder, and there's 2 stitches in it that I would like to learn: the diamond waffle stitch and the Turkish lif, L-I-F. Then I also want to, I have a book, I put them up here, this crochet masterclass, and it has a lot of techniques and different kinds of projects that you wouldn't normally think of. I would like to open this up and find a technique or something that, I don't know, just strikes me at the time, and just try it. And they've also got the patterns to go with it. But the one stitch, and I'm going to close with this one. The one stitch that I really wanted to learn this year is Bruges lace. Now, Bruges lace. There are, I know Mikey from the Crochet Crowd did something years ago with Bruges lace, and he even showed how to read the pattern. I was lost. I was really lost. But this pattern that came with the kit that Mr. Happy got me for Christmas is called Bruges Lace. Now, this might have even been the actual one that I tried watching Mikey, because it is a Yarnspirations pattern. But it's Remembering Bruges Throw, and it uses the Bruges lace as a border. And I started on it. I went through I finished my first skein of yarn, and there's 9 of them. So I'm sure the let's see here, how big is this supposed to be? I know it said it here. 44 by 52. So it's going to be a little bit larger. I mean, it's going to be a good size. It's going to be a nice size. But the color that I'm using is the Red Heart Soft. Now, this came in a kit, okay, from Mary Maxim. Red Heart Soft in the colorway white or blanc. Now, it's not a white, it's more of a cream color, but it's beautiful. And I think it's going to turn out very elegantly. I don't know what other colorways that kit came in. I know it came in that teal color that's on the pattern. But anyway, that project, I started on it already, but I want to use that as my and it will accomplish 2 things on my goals for the month. One, learning that stitch, and the second one is completing a whip. And this was one of my whips. So there you go. I'll knock out 2 birds with 1 stone, and that's probably how I will work all of those things. Is I will try to incorporate a stitch that I'm learning into a project that I have on my projects to complete or to try new things. I didn't go hog wild crazy on the different stitches, or excuse me, the different projects I want to complete. And I only have 6 of them in here. But each one of them is a little bit time sensitive, meaning like if I know I want to have something done by September, I know I need to start it in like June or July, things like that. So that will help me when I start going through the months and planning for the months what I want to complete. And I think just having it written down, and not just something where I say, oh yeah, I want to complete my whips, and you have a stack of them in the corner, that can be overwhelming. But I think having it written down, for me anyway, having it written down and seeing what I have to do and being able to put it in a certain month, to me, that's easy. That's doable. And I know that I can finish all of them, because I'm looking at some of the projects that I need to finish, and some of them just need to be seamed up, to sewn together. It's not going to be time consuming. So that's my plan for today, Sunday the 28th, is I'm going to be sitting down this afternoon and taking those whips and putting them in the different months. And then I'm going to, and I might have the same project if it's a bigger project, like finishing up my temperature blanket. It's going to take more time. So I'll probably like break it down a little bit into different months. But I am excited. I'm excited about having moved my yarn. I can see, because I played with it a little bit. Of course, you got to do that. I played with it a little bit as I was moving it. I got reacquainted with some of it, and it's like, oh, I have enough of this to make this. Or, oh man, I forgot I had that yarn. I need to make this. So it's going to be a wonderful, wonderful year. Um, and even if I mean, I'm sure I'm going to end up buying something. Um, but I'm not going to be one of those people who like sees a yarn on a video and says, "Oh, I got to go find that yarn." I'm going to be more thoughtful about it because I've bought all the yarns that I really, really love. And the yarns that I don't really, really love, I'm going to get rid of them because there's no sense. Keep, I've got, they're stuffed full, guys. I mean, I couldn't get another thing of yarn in here if I tried. So, yeah, I want to use up some of this yarn and I'm excited about what the future holds for me. So, in the comment section below, why don't you tell me what are your goals? If you don't have any, tell me what you think I should do or how I should plan. Give me suggestions of like some things I could make that might use up some of the yarn I've got. I've got a lot of fingering. I got a lot of cotton. I got a lot of wool blends. I've got a ton of acrylic, and I'm still going to be filling up all these shelves here that you can't really see. I'm going to be filling all of them up with acrylic yarns that I'm still going to be getting from my sister-in-law. So anyway, that's all I've got for you today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Um, and I'm so excited to be able to get on here and share with you what I've been doing. We'll talk to you later. Bye.